Studio microphone full story script. Value of time, a life-changing story of a poor farmer. Soft instrumental music fades in, calm, emotional tones with birds chirping in the distance. There once lived a poor farmer named Rahim, in a small village surrounded by golden fields and silent hills. Rahim had nothing much, a small piece of land, an old wooden plow, and a single cow that gave just enough milk to feed his family. He was hardworking, but he had one terrible habit. He never valued time. Sun behind small cloud part 1, the habit that stole his dreams. Every morning, Rahim woke up late. He would sit on his old charpai, sipping tea slowly, watching the sunrise as if he had all the time in the world. His wife would remind him, Rahim, the sun waits for no one. If you start late, you'll finish late. But Rahim would smile and say, don't worry. Time is always there, I'll do it later. And so, every day, his work was delayed. He'd reach the fields when the sun was already high, and return home when it was dark, tired, frustrated, and empty-handed. Seasons changed, but his life didn't. Rice plant part 2, the lesson from the neighbor. Next to Rahim's land lived another farmer, Aslam. He wasn't richer or luckier, but he respected time. Aslam woke before sunrise, started his work early, and finished before the day grew hot. His fields were green, his harvest heavy, and his heart peaceful. One day, Aslam said to Rahim kindly, Brother, time is like a seed. If you plant it right, it gives you fruit. But if you waste it, even the best land will give you nothing. Rahim nodded, but inside, he laughed. He's just lucky, he thought. I'll start early tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. Cloud with rain part 3, the storm. Then came the day that changed everything. Dark clouds gathered one evening. The villagers warned Rahim to harvest his wheat before the storm hit. Rahim looked at the sky and said, it's only a few clouds. I'll finish it tomorrow morning. That night, the storm struck. Lightning flashed. Rain poured for hours. By sunrise, Rahim's entire crop, his only source of income, was gone. He ran through the muddy field, falling to his knees as he watched his hard work float away. Tears mixed with the rain. For the first time, Rahim realized, time doesn't wait. Sunrise part 4, the change. Weeks passed. The storm had taken everything, but it had also given Rahim something priceless, a lesson. He woke before dawn now. He worked with the rhythm of the rising sun. Every moment became valuable, every second, a gift. Soon, his land flourished again. He rebuilt his small home, bought a new cow, and smiled again, not because life became easier, but because he changed his relationship with time. Light bulb part 5, the moral. One morning, a young boy from the village came to him and asked, Uncle Rahim, how did you become so successful? Rahim smiled and replied, my son, I used to think I had all the time in the world. But time had me. I learned that time doesn't wait for those who waste it, it rewards those who respect it. The boy nodded, and Rahim added, you can earn back money, land, and things you lose. But once you lose time, you lose a piece of your life. Soft music rises, gentle, inspiring tones. So remember, every second is a seed. Plant it wisely, water it with effort, and watch your life bloom. Because those who value time, value life itself. Music fades with the sound of birds in a light breeze. TV YouTube description. Hourglass value of time. Life-changing story of a poor farmer. A powerful motivational story. Wali tales. A heart-touching story that teaches the true meaning of time, effort, and destiny. Follow the journey of Rahim, a poor farmer who loses everything, only to learn the most valuable lesson of his life. Headphone perfect for motivation, inspiration, moral stories, English story, Wali tales, bedtime motivation. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Wali Tales Heart. Movie camera new motivational stories every week. Bookmark hashtags. Hashtag Wali Tales, hashtag motivational story, hashtag value of time, hashtag life-changing story, hashtag inspiration, hashtag moral story, hashtag English story, hashtag success motivation, hashtag time management, hashtag never give up, hashtag inspirational video. Label keywords and tags. Value of time story, motivational story in English, life-changing story, poor farmer story, moral story with lesson, inspirational story, success story, Wali Tales motivation, English motivational story, hard work pays off, time management motivation, heart-touching story, never waste time, story of a farmer, life lesson story.